Hey everybody, welcome back to the stream. Sorry for the false start there, I hadn't changed the title. But now that's good, so we can begin the stream. So, welcome back. Starting 2 new games today. This first one's going to be kind of a short stream because I got a schedule to stick to, but I'm really excited to start this game, and I want to make sure I do so today, so we're going to get started in just a moment. So, let me get just a tiny bit of setup. I'm playing this on the SNES Classic Edition, because I can use the nice SNES controller that way, because they haven't released the SNES controllers for the Switch yet, for who knows what reason. They announced them when they announced that they were putting SNES games on the Switch. But, hold on here. Tiny bit of setup to do. To do this. There we go. Because, yeah, I could play this on the Switch, but I prefer this because of controller. They released the NES controller ones pretty soon after they were announced, so I'm not sure what the holdup is here. But... Hey Luigi, what's the holdup? We're just gonna jump right in. Like the first Legend of Zelda, I have played this one before. However, I've not played the Super NES original. I played the Game Boy Advance version of it. Aquarium? Yeah, Aquarium is one of my favorite games, so... and... on Tuesday I played a game that's like a bootleg version of it, and then I had to make that I remembered from as a kid. It was like more of a bootleg than I remembered it being. And it just really made me want to play Insane Aquarium itself, so... Also, I'm boring, and... I just play as Link. So this is a weird text interface. So we're going to notice probably quite a lot of difference in this version as compared to the first game. So the main difference, as far as I understand, between this version and the Game Boy Advance version is that you're not going to get the Ocarina of Time Link screaming voice clips. I'm in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me. Also, this is the game where Link inexplicably has pink hair. Don't leave the house. So you have to start the game by disobeying the one command you've been given. Oh, that's interesting. So one person tells you one thing to do, right? It says don't leave the house. So the first thing you have to do in the game is disobey somebody. Beautiful. Just disobey your uncle. Yeah, this game is like... It's really neat to go from the original Legend of Zelda to this one, because you really see, like, what a huge difference it made between the NES and the Super NES. Yeah, the pot going into the bedsheet was weird, yeah. Like, this is like... miles above the original Zelda. And you really notice that in particular when you play one right after the other. Help me, I'm in the dungeon of the castle. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, this is an ability you didn't have in the original Zelda. Picking up stuff. It's dangerous to go alone. Go alone anyway. So yeah, basically the only difference in the Game Boy Advance version of this is that when you do this stuff, he goes, ha! Ah! Ah! That's my impression of Link. Which some people don't like. I don't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield and listen. Hey, listen! You can focus power in the blade, hold the B button, then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. I'm going to teach you the song of our people. Link, you can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your... He is dead. Hi, Elfie. Yeah, you're like my Navi. At least you were on my stream of Black Mesa yesterday. Hey, listen! Use cover when you shoot at them aliens! Oh, look, see. Instead of the candle, you have the lamp. Which does the same thing. There's a new move you didn't have in the original Zelda. Oh yeah, because remember in the original Zelda, Link doesn't like swing his sword, he just sort of like stabs with it. That's a difference. Whew. One thing that was a little bit of an odd design choice I want to mention in Link's Awakening is that the shield is like a dedicated item instead of it being just an automatic thing. Which they then reinstated in the remake of it last year. They made the shield just be an automatic thing again. Which I really appreciated. Elfie faces lamp. What's with the weird wrong layer thing? I don't remember that, although previously I played the Game Boy Advance version, but... Is that just a Super NES limitation? Yeah, look at that, they like... Huh. Yeah, because in, maybe... Because how I do this in the game I'm currently working on Quest for the Eye of Newt, I have it these tiles like this that you're supposed to go behind. They check where you are, and they only go in front of you when you are above them, and then they switch their depth layer to below you when you get ahead of them, so that you don't have layer errors like that. Perhaps there wasn't a way to do that on the Super NES. Because of, you know, how background tiles and stuff worked. And perhaps there was a way to do that on the Game Boy Advance. Because I don't remember seeing that on the Game Boy Advance version. Oh yeah, Elfie says, yeah, they did a lot of quality of life things, like making the dash its own button too, yeah. Yeah, that was probably my favorite aspect of that remake, was all of those things. But Abyss actually didn't like that. They thought they should have left it alone. Because that was just sort of how the game was. They thought that it kind of removed something of the game. But I don't know, I like... I was down for ease of use. So this isn't where I'm supposed to be. Speaking of Black Mesa, Robert Yang has been playing through Black Mesa and commenting on the level design. Part of the dev team at the start when it was a mod project, but left the team due to other obligations. Huh. The feather was still a regular item, so I ended up just keeping it attached at all times. Yeah, and also, everything was counted as an item in Link's Awakening, like the sword and everything. And I believe they did it that way in the Oracle games too. So after going through 3 games where that was the case, the remake version was nice, because it wasn't like that. Have I gone too far? Wasn't I in the dungeon earlier and I've gone upstairs? Have I done this in the wrong order? Okay, here's downstairs. I need to be going down. Here we go. Okay, no, I've gone the right way. The game's pretty linear at this point. Linear? Linear? We got the map. It's really nice using a Super NES controller, by the way. The Super NES controller is one of my favorite controllers. For whatever reason, I really enjoy how it feels to hold it. So this is going to be a really short stream. I would like to at least clear this first section where you get Zelda. That would be nice. Link's running animation is kind of odd in this, though, isn't it? When you really look at it, those little feats. At least it's more than 2 frames of animation. For now, it's difficult to get lost in the game, although that will be different later. Hi, Glitch Lily. A plink to the past, because it's Pink Link. I cannot push. Look at that face. It's like, ugh! Looks like an elf. Or a little goblin. A gremlin. That's Link's poopin' face. You got the boomerang. That's a good item. I like how the boomerang is like really overpowered in Link's Awakening, by the way. Aren't Hylians elves anyway? Well, they have like elf ears. I don't know if they count as fully like elves. That's why I said he looks. It's more like a gremlin. He's like, what? He looks like the Happy Mask Salesman. The Happy Butt Salesman. Shiny is going to show up and tell me when to begin in Aquarium. Because I'm scheduling that stream around her because I want her to be able to come watch. How dare you? Remember how good the boomerang was in the first Zelda? The boss key. Thank you, Link. I had a feeling you were getting close. Listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? Alright, let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Let's go. Wow, first name basis with the princess. I love the music in this game. The music in, like... Yeah, the music is another big improvement over the original Zelda. Zelda's a pretty chill princess. She's not all about being, like, royal and, like, better than everyone. This is kind of when music in the series like really got good, I think. Having played all the Zeldas myself. I'm pretty sure this... don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure this came out before Link's Awakening. At least, like, a little bit before it. I'm pretty sure this was, like, the third one. I may be wrong on that, though. I'm curious to know if that's the case. Because Link's Awakening had good music, too, so if that came first, then that's when Zelda music got good. I'm lost. Remember when I said it's hard to get lost at this point in the game? Thinks Link's Awakening came after this? Okay. So I was right. If that is the case. Wait, this is where I came from. Well, map's not gonna help because I don't know where I'm trying to get to on the map. Am I trying to get up there in the upper right? I don't know where I'm going, so... Link to the Past was 91, Link's Awakening was 93. Okay. Well, I know Zelda said up, but I don't know where it goes up. You see. I'm not, like, smart. Why use many word when few do trick? There we go. So now we have to go upstairs. Speaking of Navi, would y'all be interested for me to stream Ocarina of Time next? I've played the 3DS remake of it, and well, I would consider streaming that version as well, but emulation of 3DS is still kind of poopy. I'm kind of on a Zelda kick. I've never played the original Nintendo 64 version. I remember, like, not really wanting to play that version of it, considering it looked like way not as nice as the 3DS version. But if it's my option for streaming it, then I'd be willing to check it out. Is this it? Does Zelda have to do a thing here? No, I think that's like the end of the game. You can do that. Whoops. One thing that's nice, unlike Link's Awakening, is that you can just pick up pots and throw them immediately. There's a secret passage in the throne room that leads to Sanctuary. I'm sure the old man there will help us. Well, I know where the throne room is. Here we go. Alright, show me Zelda. Ornamental shelf should open. Do you have a light? It's pitch dark inside and you can't see without one. If you're ready, let's go. He'll push it from the left. Immediately starts trying to walk to the right first, because I don't understand what's right and left off the top of my head for some reason. What's wrong button? Press start. Oh, that's very classic that it comes down like that. That's just like the first game. So they just carry the lamp and then there's a light. That's neat. Killed by a rat. Come back here, you. You're not getting away with that. No siree, Bob. Lamp. Oh, it's rope. Boy, you sure get you get health a lot easier than in the original Zelda, which is very appreciated. Do you remember how much I struggled to get health? How rare it was for hearts to drop from enemies? God. Yeah, the original Legend of Zelda is like a novelty, and this is like a real classic. In my opinion. There we go. After passing through these sewers, we will be very close to Sanctuary. Let's be careful. The sewer princess. Stop it! No! Get him! Aim your sword, Link. Oh, everyone is here. There. This music is making me think of music from the Great Cave Offensive and Kirby Superstar. Probably just because they're on the same system and having to use the same sound chip, but... I mean, the Super NES could use samples fairly easily, so there's no reason that the songs should have to sound so similar. But they do. Sewer Princess and the Blind Prince. Do you like how when you kill enemies, they like turn into like a puff of smoke that's shaped like a skull? There we go. I think sample audio takes up a lot of cartridge space. Like, well, Earthbound used it a lot. Oh, I can't do that, I don't have bombs. Earthbound used a lot of samples. In fact, it's some of my favorite use of samples I've ever heard in video game music. There's a video on YouTube you can watch that shows like all of the known samples used in Earthbound's music, and it's pretty amazing. They like they made some very creepy songs out of very innocuous like bits of other songs, like out of Beatles songs and like the Beach Boys. Like the song for the final area of the game, which is like this really creepy and unsettling area, uses a sample from a Beach Boys song, of all things, as its like main thing. In fact, I think it's like the only instrument in the whole thing is just the sample from the Beach Boys. I love that. It's just beyond that door. Pull the switch over there. There's 2 switches over there, Zelda. You're gonna have to be more specific. See, I told you! You're gonna have to be more specific! Have to pull the lever to open the door. Yes, I know! There. Princess Zelda, you are safe. Is this your doing, Link? Yes, it was Link who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was captive, the wizard said, "Once I have finished with you, the final one, the Seal of the Wise Men, will open. Link, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the wizard's clutches. If he releases the Seal of the 7 Wise Men, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the wizard before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it. You can." I sense that a mighty evil force guides the wizard's actions and augments his magical power. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the wizard is the legendary Master Sword. It said that the village elder is a descendant of one of the 7 wise men. Maybe he will tell you. Maybe he can tell you more. I will mark his house on your map, but watch your every move. I am certain that the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. I will hide Princess Zelda here. Do not worry. Seek the elder. Yes. No. Wrong way, Link. I gotta open the door again. Oh, that tin kelp. That sounds exactly like how it's done on the Switch. The Switch has several, or like 2 different, or it has several different cartridge size spaces, I think, and you can tell which is which based on the color of the connectors. Either the high capacity ones or the lower capacity ones are green, and then the other one is black. I don't have my Switch cartridges here next to me, so I can't tell you which is which, because I know Breath of the Wild is the high capacity one, and so whatever color that one is what the high capacity ones are. I love the map screen, by the way. I'm just a sucker for Mode 7. I love this stuff. Fuck! This part of the game I really remember. There's probably going to be certain sections I remember well. Down this way? Hell yeah, Mode 7. That's why I like the original F-Zero better than the other F-Zero games, is because I'm a real big fan of Mode 7. Prosperous people known as the Hylia inhabited this land. Legends tell of many treasures that the Hylia hid throughout the land. The Master Sword, a mighty blade forged against those with evil hearts. It's one of them. People say it now is sleeping deep in the forest. Maybe someone in the village who knows where he is. Gotta find the elder. So, I'd like to try and see if we can find the elder before we move on. But Shiny will let us know when it's time to move on. Yo, Link! Oh, okay. So it's ironic that there's bright light in the room now then, huh? Oh, a puzzle. Well, I've scronked that up. I think. Well, I got one. It's not bad, right? A chicken! Wow, the layering is really, really something. Can't complain too much though, because this game looks so much nicer than the original game. Oh, they did this exact thing in Link's Awakening. Hey, now I got bombs. Also, look, finally we have an arrow counter. Let's go in the house, Charlie. Did we go in this house? Am I losing my mind? Yeah, this was where the chicken was. The wanted man. Oh, poop. Forgot about this. Look at this guy, he's just gonna sit at a store and just watch. You, sir, have you been going through life without any of my hold anything bottles? I'll take one. I get rupees so much faster in this game than the original Zelda too. Bottles are important. Also, they had this in Link's Awakening, these little... whatever you call it. The wind... thing. Windsock. I think a windsock is usually literally like a sock-like thing. Are you sleeping? Can't go out because I'm sick. Cough, cough. People say I caught this cold from the evil air that is coming down off the mountain. Sniff, sniff. This is my bug catching net. I'll use it when I'm better, but for now I'll lend it to you. You borrowed the bug catching net. There may be some things you can catch with it too. Bees. And then I can put the... Oh look, it's Mario! Mario is here! Mario has logged in. Elfie immediately hides. I still trust you. Well, thank you. Where's the village elder? Nobody can tell me. Oh wait, there's a bombable wall. I gotta bomb it. Sorry, chicken. Shouldn't have been there. I warned you. That the bombs was coming. This became a very classic song of the series. Because, they used it in Ocarina of Time, too. A fairy! Fairies are still in this game, too. Fairies is in all the games. Elfie comes to watch my Zelda streams just solely because there's fairies in the game. Elder? Are you talking about the grandpa? The grandpa? He's hiding in the palace past the castle. I'll mark the spot on your map. Here you are. Oh, over there. All the way over there, huh? Oh, okay. Probably gonna have to stop here soon. Whenever Shiny shows up, I will know. It is time to move on to next game. Move on, next game. Oh, there's Shiny. Well, let's jump down another hole. Actually, no, I can't. I don't have the there's a hammer you get that you can pound. Don't go in that hole there. Hey, Shiny. I'm gonna get moving on to Insane Aquarium in just a minute. I'm gonna complete most of the trek to the place where we're supposed to be at for next stream. Although I think I've gone the wrong way. That's not helping things. Well, that's poopy. I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna try and get this done as quickly as I can. Just so we're at a better stopping spot. Time to save and quit. Yes. Although I'm just gonna do like I did with the first Zelda and just use the save state function on the Super NES Classic to save. Just cause. and then I can just open up right where exactly where I left off. I think there's more risk of losing save data. Okay, I just wanted to get to this bridge. Nugget Bridge. That's Pokemon, actually. Let's see, are we where we're supposed to be? Yeah. So we will continue from here next time. And we saved. Alright, thanks for watching. Sorry that was so short. I just had I was unable to get myself to wake up early today, so I streamed this for as long as I could. I had scheduled to play Insane Aquarium at this time, so that Shiny can come watch, so... Yeah, I'm playing this on the SNES Classic. Mostly just so that I can use the Super NES controller, which I love. Oh, also there's rewinding on this. Didn't have rewind on the NES Classic, but there's rewind on this. But yeah, oh, and there's rewinding on the SNES Online on the Switch too, I believe. Yeah, thanks for watching that. I will be back in just a moment with Insane Aquarium, which I'm definitely looking forward to play after I played Garden Dreams on Tuesday. So, be right back one moment. I'll be like 2 minutes.